With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 350 plus undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu. At Arizona State University, we made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu. With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 350 plus undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe, folks. Ooh, it's your host of the most Donald Wood looking fine and feeling fine, oh baby. Brandon Galvin, Mike Chiari here with me today.
Can't wait for you to leave.
Nah, I will leave at some point, and
Yeah,
you guys
please
will have
do.
a nice long time without me. Enjoy that.
Yeah, we will.
Good, enjoy it. I don't care. The audio sounds all wonky.
You would cry
so
so bad if you would have been there for an email we're going to have.
Nah, well, yeah, I probably would have just walked away and then came back in 3 minutes and pissed BJ off.
That was really fucking annoying.
Yeah, that sucked.
Dude, people
Like,
were
it wasn't
laughing.
like a good gag or like something everybody would have
People meant, like I said, nobody cares.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
No one even listens to this podcast.
I disagree. The truth is, I only get comments about random things, not anything important or things I put thought into. I remember a longtime friend of ours fucking sent me a message and said,
State your sources.
No, I actually can't on this one because I don't want to use his shoot name. He's a wrestler. But he told me, he said, hey, listen, when you called Robin a twink, it popped me.
Dude.
I was like, what are we talking about? Like, what? Why is that the one thing? We talked.
You shouldn't have said it the first time.
We talked, we talked for 2 hours. 3 hours.
Right, I'm ready to move on from
and that's what you bring about? Come on, man. All right.
Dude, you need to leave.
BJ?
You're a problem.
Mm-hmm.
This is why no one listens to our podcast. Everyone hates us, but
he's a problem. Like Jack Swagger was a problem in that promo that he cut that was always on Twitter.
I don't know that reference.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta watch that promo. He's like, I'm gonna be a problem, man. I'm gonna be a big problem. He was on SmackDown Live and like nobody popped, and he starts like shaking his head. Dude, you have to see this fucking promo.
Hey, guess what?
Probably the worst promo of all time.
That's not true. What's that one guy who cut him?
No, he was my favorite before this.
Oh, okay.
It was like, when I first started watching again, he was in ECW and then he won Money in the Bank. I'm like, oh, this guy's
How
pretty
am
cool.
I the asshole for saying Twink? But you can talk about Jack Swagger's dumbass career.
Well, you just.
The final Lucha Underground champion. Jack Swagger,
That is true. That is true. Did you finish your playthrough?
I did, and it was. I'll tell you what. Season 4, yes, it was the worst of the seasons, but it actually
I had fun moments.
is not as bad as you think, like, watching it back. And they ended it in a way that would have made Season 5, like, so interesting.
Yeah, we were so hyped for that.
Yep.
Dario came back from the dead.
If you
after
remember,
being dead for a full season.
Spoilers.
if you remember, we were hanging on the whim every single season because we didn't know if there was going to be another one. Remember, we were like, is
That's true.
Season 4 going to be a thing? Is Season 3 going to be a thing, dude? We were just begging. BJ,
So,
we have to talk?
Yeah, we're not going to talk Lucha. We're going to talk WWE and AEW today. We got Dirt Sheet Busters and Mike Carvin. That's the lies and rumors going on pro wrestling. Tells you why they're fucking dumb and Donnie's a bitch. We have the WWE Fantasy Standings update, fan emails, Smart say the darndest things, and so much more.
Yes, there is Smart say the darndest things this week. The fans have spoken. They said they want it back, and guess what? We got it back. Oh, that's my phone. Mike? I dropped my phone.
Do you think Donnie's a bitch?
Jesus,
I do.
Holy shit, dude.
Find us anywhere you get your podcast.
rough.
Interact with us on Twitter at @RingRustRadio. If you want to email us, be part of the show, send to ringrustradio@gmail.com. Buy our merchandise, prowrestlingtees.com/ringrustradio. So many great t-shirts, including Cut Your Dick!
Wow.
Good time to get the Riddle to Rollins Dickometer shirt also, because
I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
I used to be the most important room in the house, the room for living. Now you only spend time in your perfectly curated patio space. I can't blame you. The ambience created by your all-new Zippo Spiral Fire is captivating. What am I compared to such a display of joy? Go be free, my friend. These walls only held you back anyway.
Introducing Zippo Flamescapes. Time to take your living outdoors.
Matt Riddle's been talking shit a lot in the news lately.
Yeah. I actually don't know if that's true or not. Is that true?
Get the Hogometer shirt.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Who's he talking shit on?
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Yo, he's right, dude. Yo, Muhammad, I'm sorry. These are crocodile tears. What a piece of shit, dude. Holy fuck, dude.
You know.
Suck a blood-covered
Riddle's children
money.
don't want to be around him.
Yeah.
so.
Well, I mean,
Do you also think that do you think that you're not a piece of shit?
no, but it's easy to, as a piece of shit, it's easy to see other pieces of shit. Remember in They Live, they had those glasses on? As a piece of shit, I can
the bivocals?
I have the bivocals on for other pieces of shit. I can see them a mile away.
Sports at patreon.com/ringrustradio, where you can hear ad-free episodes signed for fantasy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more. You can also check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for updated clips and Triple R Gaming. Donnie, BG, and fans of the show have been playing different games like Schedule 1, Chain Together, Headliners, and Midnight Murder Club each week and posting early access on patreon.com/ringrustradio well before it hits YouTube. If you're interested in joining a session, email ringrustradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, guys, our ongoing series of Headliners, we are making major progress. We are barely getting murdered by aliens and monsters anymore. That's barely happening.
Speak for yourself.
BJ gets killed fucking all the time, dude. This dude walks without limbs almost everywhere taking photos. But also, Schedule 1. It's starting to heat up, boys. The meth is cooking. We're moving into cocaine. Our fucking drug empire is through the roof in the video game. It's a video game, so do not call the police. It's just it's Schedule 1. It's a very good game. We have a lot of fun. Our friends get together. We shoot Spencer in the face. Have a great time.
I'm calling the police.
You call the police? Like Sting?
We evade them.
Sending out an SO. Remember that guy?
Sure do.
Yeah. That was good. Did you hear that? I'm going to loop that shit. That's good. Let's move on.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the marks. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number one source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring rust.
Alright guys, time to talk wrestling. Night of Champions happened. There were title changes. AEW has turned the corner and they are putting WWE in the mud. You love to see it. You love to see it. In all the sense, in the dollars and cents, Mike. Try it, brother. Try it, brother. Per capita? Per capita? Come on, dude. These are numbers.
That doesn't apply here.
Alright, so here's the deal. We go with the RIP first. I actually read a story I wanted to talk about. Josh Sir Samurai Little. Dude had a heart attack and...
No! I'm devastated.
No, he lived. He lived.
Oh,
he had a heart attack, was dead in the locker room, but the lady there, who was a fucking former EMT, did CPR long enough for them to get him a fucking defibrillator, and they fucking brought him back to life, and he survived.
This happened over the past week?
Yes.
He's an indie wrestler?
Yeah, it's called Josh, Littel, Sir Samurai. Read about it when I was looking stuff up. So he died this week, and also came the fuck back. He's like, Jesus. So, but he retired now. He's officially retired. He's like, guess what, guys? That was he's like, I think he said something like, I wanted to die wrestling. Well, he got his wish, and he's like, hey, guys, I'm serious now. I'm out of here. So he fucking dipped on it. So,
it's actually a real story.
It is a real story. Listen, if we can...
Did you want an RIP soon, potentially?
No, I hope not. Honestly, I want this dude to live another 30 years.
No, I'm talking about Ric Flair.
Oh, man.
Imagine that was his gimmick.
He is rough, dude. What'd you say?
So imagine that was this guy's gimmick from now on.
Just
die.
Well, if you think about it, Ox Baker killed a dude by accident. Wasn't even really him, but he just was like, I killed that dude. And they would do heart punches and start riots. So I'm down. Like, if you want to play out, whoever was wrestling him should be like, get a t-shirt that says, I killed fucking Sir Samurai. I'll do it again, too. Right?
I have an interesting story about Ric Flair. He was in Buffalo over the weekend because he was at Nickel City Comic Con. And I went Sunday, and he was supposed to be there, and his table was empty, which I found was kind of odd. And then the next day it comes out that he had some kind of I don't know what kind of surgery that was, but that picture he posted looked fucking
disgusting.
Yeah, they
cut his belly all the way open.
Yeah. I assume maybe that happened here. I don't know.
Man, they stitched him up like he was a fucking ham that you had for like dinner. You know what I mean? Where it was like peeled in. It was awful. That was awful looking.
That is true.
And Typhoon/Tugboat wasn't there because a tornado destroyed his town.
That's crazy.
That's
he was
fucking
supposed
terrible.
to be there.
I think.
What the fuck?
I gotta say, you deserve that. I gotta say, I think
very nice.
They just didn't want to go to Buffalo. They're like, we'll just say a tornado hit.
No, Ric Flair was in Buffalo, but then he almost died.
I wonder why. You go to Buffalo, you say about Philly, and fucking now there's actual evidence that if you go to Buffalo, you could die almost.
Yeah, we almost died.
What, in Philly? When?
In Philly.
Name one time you almost died in Philly.
On the bridge.
On the bridge.
You inconveniencing other drivers is not fucking almost dying.
When you made Dude eat the potato salad.
Listen, that was gross. That's gross,
point,
not
Mike.
dangerous,
That's
though.
a good point.
Okay? You might have had some poo-poos, but the little diarrheas, that's it, dude. I ain't gonna kill you.
I didn't, actually.
That we know of. It could be like what your kind say about vaccines.
My kind! Did you just hit me with you people?
It's gonna lie dormant in your body and kill you.
It's time.
I don't. I think we should get deep into the vaccine conversation. That's what's best for our podcast.
That potato salad
all right.
is like a vaccine. That's all I'm saying.
Guys, so listen. We got to get to the most important part of the week. You guys usually like, oh, he's gonna say AEW, right? No, that's a trope. I'm not doing that shit, okay? We talk about the most important thing that happened this week, okay? And that is the return of Kung Fu Chicken Noodle to Kaiju Big Battle. First time in 9 years, the can of chicken noodle soup is back in the fucking ring. I buy a shirt of him. He comes out. Coincidence? Fucking 100%. But fucking A right. Good return on investment immediately.
It's like the CM Punk.
It is, really. It really is. I saw Scab. It was great. Scab was great. It's a giant scab comes out with this giant Band-Aid. Incredible fucking match. Yeah. Oh, he is disgusting. Dude, he is disgusting. There's no Dr. Cube was there. It was incredible. The championship match was Bear Ranger, which is half teddy bear, half Power Ranger, and she fought.
What?
Okay.
She fought Burger Bear with the deed to the Monster Factory, which is where this event took place. Dr. Cube mistook this as an actual Monster Factory. That's why they were there. He was
Wait, they fought for the deed to the Monster Factory? You would want to lose
that's not true.
that, because that is a piece of shit.
You are disgusting. And yes, that Unicorn Party against Scab. We'll give people some updates. Steam Power Tentacle Boulder. He fought big fan favorite. It was a hoss fight. It was a real fucking hoss fight with that one. Dr. Cube against fucking Kung Fu Chicken Noodle. Great match. I wouldn't give it 5 stars because of the location. It's the opposite Japan effect. But yeah, it was great. And yeah, Burger Bear, but there was guess what? Guess what it had, Mike? A fuck finish.
Does it have like popping noises behind your audio that's happening right now?
No, it's just me talking. But it's
No,
it sounds good on mine. Don't you ever worry about that. It sounds great, don't you worry. But Burger Bear got fucked out of the championship by Dr. Cube.
Meister
Burger
Burger?
Bear. It's a giant bear costume that has a giant burger on top, and he fucking hits you with onion rings. Kaiju Big Battle, highly recommend it. So, can I tell you my favorite indie story from the show? Real quick, it'll take 1 second. I go up to the merch table because I want to buy something to support the company, as you should.
And Raven ate your
He
pizza.
did. He wasn't even there. He couldn't swing with the big boys, right?
Coward.
So I asked the dude, who obviously has a vested interest in his company, do you have a DVD of last year's WrestleMania show that I attended? I can't find it anywhere, and I'd love to see it again. And he said, it's almost done.
Almost.
I looked at the guy, I said, what the fuck did you just say? He said it's almost done. I said,
VHS tapes would come out in a shorter amount of time back in the day.
He fucking said, I got it back from editing. I just got to approve it. I said, well, you probably should have done that before you got here. I would have bought it. He's like, damn. I was like, it's the most indie wrestling shit I've ever seen in all my days, dude.
That's even worse.
So,
indie wrestling, they have a
let me tell you,
DVD
they were on VOD as well. They were on IPTV. You know what I mean? That's it.
Bro, ECW, it was like fucking mom and pop making the wrestlers do all that shit, and they still had merch and everything to sell. They couldn't figure it out.
What I've realized, what I've come to realize is Kaiju is really run by just like 3 or 4 people, and the wrestlers, they usually just go to wrestling schools and just pay the wrestling students to do the matches.
You should ask them for a job.
Me?
Tell them to do marketing and shit.
I don't see them making a lot of money. You know what I mean? They were selling $1. Yeah, I got to tell you, they were selling $1 water bottle straight out of the case. It said $3 on it. I think that's their best money marketing strategy right there. That's what I think. All right, by the way, great show. I fucking suggest it 1,000%. It's good for kids. Kids have a great time. Adults on mushrooms have a great time. It's perfect for everybody. Let's go to WWE. I guess we'll start there instead of AEW because you guys, it's 2 versus 1, and you guys will yell. There's some title changes. Julia beat the undeserving Zelina Vega to become Women's United States Champion.
Wow. I don't think it's fair to say the undeserving.
I mean, I said it.
Julie's definitely the better choice.
Ask Chelsea Green how her nose is doing. Yeah. After a shitty kick.
I mean, it's actually a blessing in disguise when you get to wear a mask like that. It's cool.
So I wouldn't be cool on you. I think the person makes it cool. Julia deserves this, and she's going to bring some legitimacy to this new championship. I like it.
Triple H strapping that
as he should. Yeah. I like how he makes them stop in NXT so he can be like, homegrown. This is homegrown talent. Right here, huh? Did you see it?
Or she never really wrestled in the U.S. before. It's just getting her ready.
Hey, guys. NXT original. Julia, huh? Fucking unbelievable, dude. I see what he's doing. Finn Balor and JD McDonough beat New Day to win the World Tag Team titles. You like this?
So, I don't in theory
actually
have a problem with them having titles because it's cool that all of Judgment Day has titles, but they did a fucking horrible job with New Day's title reign.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? It wasn't even a title reign.
They didn't even have any feuds. This wasn't even a feud.
It's terrible. Why did you do that then?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mike, Mr. WWE Defender, come on, jump in.
Did you not just hear me talk? You fucking stupid.
No, I heard you dancing around. I want you to yell at him.
Your ears crackling too? You can't hear?
Nope. It's fine. I don't mind them being champion. Like in theory, like Mike said, I agree with them and the whole stable being champion, right? But
absolutely. But this wasn't the right time.
It feels like a New Day.
Well, you could have gotten there in a better way.
Yeah. It felt like a title change just to do a title change.
Did Vince like New Day more than Triple H?
Yes.
Bring back Vince.
Bring
back Vince. Now you bring back Vince. Come on, everybody in the back. Bring back Vince. Come on. Okay.
I won't be on record as cheering for that.
What are you, fucking Johnny Ace? Holy shit. Night of Champions. Holy shit. We're back in Saudi Arabia. First, let me address CM Punk. Shut your ass up while I talk to CM Punk alone. CM Punk, I know you're listening.
Oh, brother, here we go. Virtue signaling.
Dork. Yo, hold on. Real quick.
Ooh,
real quick.
Thank you for that.
That's a perfect description of CM Punk. That is a perfect description of CM Punk. Talking about how I would. Oh, listen.
But because CM Punk walked out of AEW, now you hate him, and now you got to do this.
No. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I would take all the money from Saudi Arabia in a second. I'm not a hypocrite. Did they crash planes into September 11th buildings? They sure did. Okay? But guess what? $10 million would do a lot to help my family. I'm not above it, okay? Now, CM Punk, on the other hand, expressed many the time how he was above it. And then he's in WWE, and the paycheck's there, and he's like, well, you know what? Maybe killing Khashoggi wasn't such a big deal anymore. Miz, that blood-covered dick tastes quite good. Get Muhammad over here. Let me say sorry. And it was a joke, dude, and it was honestly embarrassing. And I'll give it a cut. Long J, Julie McCain, he said it best. It's hard to be a CM Punk fan. That's what he said to me, because he's a fucking hypocrite. He's two-faced as shit. He is
something
a
that
piece
has
of trash,
no
dude.
Basis on
Look at me. I mean this with the bottom of my heart. I could tell you right away.
How many racists are you a fan of?
Let me tell you. Yeah, just ease up. We're talking about CM Punk here. This is not an ad hominem fucking attack. So the truth is, I knew CM Punk was a piece of shit his whole life. That's what made him like an anti-hero, right? But you always say it. You either you die a hero, or you live long enough to become the villain. And he is literally becoming everything that he hated. That piece of shit. I should have known. When I saw that CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin picture when he was a little kid, and he was frumpy meeting Stone Cold, I should have known then. I
think he was
that face.
No
way. That face is like, meh. I'm cool as shit, but I'm not. So guess what? He's turned into the person. CM Punk of Ring of Honor days would hate this man. He would hate this man. BJ, tell the truth. He would hate what he is.
I don't think he would hate being a multimillionaire.
No,
I cannot believe that.
I know, it's crazy. I can believe it because he fucking sucks that blood-covered dick now. And honestly, with Saudis, if you're listening, hand it over. But I'm just saying, he said he wouldn't.
Please
sponsor us.
It's just so irrelevant to anything having to do with wrestling, and I mean what I said. Like, the discourse really has been like people who are primarily AEW fans who are mad that he wouldn't say sorry to the Young Bucks and that he left AEW.
Wait,
this is like reveling in this. Like, oh, we got you, CM Punk. You went to Saudi Arabia when you said less than flattering things about them before. It's like, well, yeah, sometimes you have a job and you do shit that you don't want to do. That's called being an adult and having a job and living life.
It's called bending over backwards to defend
WWE
for no. Are you paid by WWE? Because you act like you are. It's
No,
really not. It's me as a former CM Punk fan, a guy who liked him from when I was a young man, and his anti-establishment angle was literally everything that made him popular. And now he's Mr. Company Man with the company he said he would never go back to the country he said he would never go to. He couldn't be more hypocritical, Mike. And this isn't AEW versus WWE. This is CM Punk has become the thing that he always fought against. He's a piece of shit. And honestly, I'm done. I'm not wasting another word from
separating a person from wrestling, which is something that you always preach to do. But when it's convenient, for you to do otherwise, you're going to do otherwise. This is what you're doing right now. Again, if he was in AEW,
it's not anything to do with AEW. You keep bringing that up because it's your only angle. CM Punk's a piece of shit. If he was in AEW, did this.
Because you never care if somebody's going to Saudi Arabia. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn wouldn't go to Saudi Arabia. Granted, I agree, they weren't vocal about it, but then they decided to go. And nobody says anything about, okay, they changed their mind. John Cena at first did not go, and then he decided to go.
He didn't speak out about it. He wasn't the voice of a fucking generation.
I realize that, but it's the same thing. Like, people change their minds.
It
is
monetarily
motivated? I'm 100%
So he sold out. That's what he hated, was sold out.
That I would take a ton of money
because
to
we're
do
poor.
That. How am I going to hate
No, because we're fucking poor, and his whole gimmick was standing against this exact kind of thing.
It's not about his gimmick.
But that was him. That was him. That was he. It wasn't just his gimmick. That's how he carried himself. He quit WWE out of principle, dude. He was the guy who stood on business.
And then the people like you that cry about shit like this, CM Punk actually goes to marches and goes to protests and actually stands up for the shit that he believes in. He's fake as shit.
I don't believe that he's saying that.
People like you and most of the people that are talking shit out on CM Punk and saying, oh, you're going to fucking Saudi Arabia, oh, they murdered Khashoggi, oh, this and that. They don't stand up for fucking jack shit, and they sit in their fucking chair and they criticize somebody who's done way more than they could ever hope to do in their fucking life.
Okay, that's a weird, little jab there. BJ, thoughts?
My favorite match was...
favorite match, favorite moment, overall great. Night of Champions in the land of murder and women slaying. And gay hating as well.
Sounds like the U.S.
No, because they stone them and then they actually beat women and stuff like that. It's advocated, it is part of the law.
You're a big fan of all that stuff when it's happening.
No, man. What the fuck are you talking about? I love gay people. I love women.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gay people are some of the sassiest people I know, and it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Favorite match. I don't know why you just tearing it political. I don't want to do politics. That's you, man. I'm being more positive. I'm being more positive. Look, I told you, I'm Mr. Positive now, all right? I'm Mr. Positive, dude. You're you're Mr. Political now, dude.
You're crying a lot for Mr. Positive.
Yeah, this podcast is so bad.
Favorite match, favorite moment.
I can't wait for you to leave, and me and Mike have an amazing.
I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna leave it on the cutting room floor. I'm gonna cut it out.
You better not. It was a good part.
Favorite Night of Champions. Favorite match. Moment. Overall, great, Mike.
My favorite match was the opener. Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton. So it was far from a perfect match because they fucking had Cody go Super Cena mode and kick out of a couple RKOs, which I wasn't a fan of. And they could have gotten around that so much easier, because Randy was getting his ass beat during that match, so have him do the RKO and then take a long time to get to the cover, and he can't quite get to the cover. They should have put more time in between that. But what I liked about the match was that, and I'm always a fan of when you're telling a story in the ring, you're working over a body part. Randy tweaks his back on a superplex, a pretty basic move, and then he's writhing in pain. They're like, oh man, that's his lower back. He fucked it up. He was out for over a year with that. And then Cody's working it over. And it's like, well, Cody's a babyface, but he sees an opportunity and he's taking it. And then you have Randy, who had said leading into this match, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. And he's about to punt Cody, but he has second thoughts. He doesn't do it. And then he takes the turnbuckle cover off, and he's going to try to use that on him. And ends up backfiring, and Cody uses it to his advantage and beats Randy. I thought just the storytelling in that match was top-notch, some of the best we've seen in a while. And I have a theory about this match. I feel like they were, not Austin, just a theory. I have a feeling they were testing the waters in this match and in the main event. I think they were testing the waters on a Cody heel run to see, okay, we're going to have him work heel a little bit in this match. He's working over the back, pretty much playing that heel role, and people were booing him, and they were supporting Randy in that moment. Main event, we got John Cena. He has second thoughts about using the belt and throws it away. So he's got a little, hint
double
of
turning, aren't we?
There. It's peeking
We're fucking
through again.
Stone Cold Bret Hart.
100%. That was my theory. My theory was SummerSlam, Cody and John Cena in the main event. We get what they're going to hope and try to make into a WrestleMania 13 type of double turn with Brett and Austin and make Cody the biggest freaking heel, and then you get Cena to the biggest babyface he can be for the final, whatever it's going to be, 4 or 5 months of his run. I think it makes a lot of sense. Cody recently made a comment about how he thinks that he doesn't have a lot left in his babyface run. I mean, I don't think he would say that just to say that. I think that might be, planting a seed. So that's kind of the feeling I got out of what we saw at No
I like
Champions. And I did like the main event. Yeah, it was a fucking overbooked mess, of course, but I think that's what you got to do with Cena at this point.
And CM Punk too, because you got to protect him. He's fragile as fuck too.
Oh, he's great. The fans loved it too. You have Seth teasing the cash in, and his guys coming out, and Sammy and Penta trying to stop it, and just all out chaos. I'll say my moment of the night: Lil Nate running down.
Pounced.
Redoing the famous gif of him running down the aisle, but then John Cena comes out of nowhere and fucking hits him.
Yo, he pounced. That is a Monty Brown pounce.
That is a pounce, yep.
As a first thing I thought of when I saw that was just like, or remember when Keith Lee hit Adam Cole into the crowd?
That was amazing.
That's what I was thinking of right there, dude.
Wasn't that during there's a regularly?
Yeah, dude, he was coming down the aisle and he just football clipped him, and Adam Cole just took flight.
That was like the best ever of NXT.
This was just great though. Like you see him running, last thing you expect is him to get fucking.
Well, honestly, when I saw him running, hilarious. it is the gif. It's like.
I thought he was going to do the famous dive in the ring, too.
That's what I thought we might actually get. Because Donnie said something. Didn't you say something last week like, oh, they just pay for a fucking cash-in? And when that happened, when Seth came out, I was like, is Donnie right? They just pay for a cash-in?
I'm always right, buddy.
They paid for the moment.
Sure did.
Yeah, but no. I thought that was a fun moment and a fun match.
Yep. I agree with Mike about both those matches. The opener was my favorite as well. I did enjoy Cody working in the back. He had Randy up against the steel ring post, stretching out some Bret Hart stuff. So that was awesome.
Working heel, man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that match. I thought commentary actually did a great job of selling the match and their history together. So I really enjoyed that. Looking forward to their eventual rematch. I did enjoy the main event, not as good as the opener though. And Lil H getting lost was easily best moment of the night. Rest of the card was good too. I would give this a 7 out of 10 show. I didn't hate watching the show.
I was gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Also, like Rhea Ripley against Raquel, I want to talk about that really quick.
That's my match of the night.
That's probably my second favorite match.
See it. Yep.
People were shitting on that going in. People always shit on Raquel, and I always just
you guys pointed out.
Yeah.
Tell me you didn't watch NXT because
they had so much.
You guys pointed out they had a match together previously that was like a street fight or something. I actually dug it up.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I think I remember that, and it was pretty good. So I actually dug it up. Very.
Oh, you
very
do
good.
remember it? They went. That's when they went 100%. To the backstage.
I remembered it once I saw it.
Yeah,
but
it was awesome.
I think didn't Dakota Kai in a locker or something like that?
I think so. Yeah. And they also had a steel cage match that was great too. So they have awesome chemistry.
I know they're friends in real life, so they.
The main event did nothing for me, and the opening match, honestly, I'm over fucking Cody Rhodes, some motherfucker. So honestly,
we'll get ready for.
I know, but honestly, I would prefer that to whatever this gimmick is because it sucks now. So to me, the women's match was honestly that is number one with the bullet. I don't even think it's close.
That's fair.
And I'll give my moment. I'll give my moment real quick. The moment when everybody looks to me and they say, "You were right about Jade Cargill," and I was like, "Thank you so much for that," because she is greener than goose shit, dude. Holy fuck, dude. At least AEW protected her. This is crazy, dude. Fucking Asuka's
her by not having any feuds or anything,
she had a streak, brother, and everyone was talking about it. Asuka was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this trash? And also, Solo Sikoa went in. Wow. Let's go, baby. With Tala. They're not even getting creative with the names. Tall Tonga, dude.
He is tall.
I'll tell you what, from the bottom of my heart, I'm starting to think there's two.
Worst botches of
I'm going to start right now.
It's Tonga Lowood. They're brother.
Yo, that was horrible.
I hate my.
He did a boo boo. He did a boo boo. He's not perfect.
Yeah, big one. Yeah.
They'll go back and post up.
I wanted
you're
Jacob
actually
Fatu
right,
to have a long title reign, but I mean, Solo's
Yeah,
been awesome. I really do.
I want them to
his
take him
character
more
now.
serious.
And it'll
I
be
said
fun
this-
because like Jacob Fatu will have to go through like the whole group to win the title back.
I
I'm good
suggest
with it.
this could happen. And I think it's the great choice. Solo's been awesome recently. And Jacob Fatu, he really doesn't need the U.S. championship. It's probably in the long run more of a hindrance. So I actually really enjoy that they took it off him, and this is a great way to do it. I'm looking forward to that era of the bloodline feuding. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That's all I got left of the bloodline stuff that I liked. Sad. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross over as fuck too, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
that was
glad
a good
Sammy
match.
won. Mm-hmm. I really hope they really do move forward with Sammy going for the championship.
Agreed.
Whether it's Gunther. Gunther would be such a great storyline though because like he has that history with him. He beat him. So I really want that to happen. Like how good would it be if Sammy beat Gunther for the championship and Seth Rollins cashed in on him?
That was literally the whole thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 10. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, higher than a 4.
Oh, because of Saudi.
Well,
He
because
gave it an
they
extra-
paid me $1,000 to give an extra point. See?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Give
Look
it
at
an
that.
extra point.
I'm not dividing
That's
that
the way to
3
do it.
ways. That's mine.
Thanks, man.
It's bullshit.
Like the
the
show.
show's bullshit or the money situation? All right. And the Great American Bash, July 12th. Trying to go up against All In. Lols. Obafemi against Yuki Itamura.
Yoshiki Inamura.
Yeah. You know,
Inamura is fine. I don't
I don't understand this.
understand like why he's going for
yeah,
this. Like,
I don't understand this at all.
I feel like
they don't.
Did I
They,
miss something?
don't. They are so good with their women's division, but like the men's world title scene, like I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
it like always is just off.
It hasn't mattered since Trick Williams fought
it-
Carmelo Hayes.
That is absolutely true.
I watch more than you think, and
Um,
again, it sucks for the most part.
Moose and Obafemi was pretty cool
was
when I went to go
fine.
see that.
Just
Yeah.
everything's
The
fine.
crossover was cool.
I mean,
but,
I
like,
liked Obafemi,
Obafemi's
Trick,
awesome.
and Javon
It's
was
fine,
good,
dude.
but that
Solid
was like
matches, but
a very,
where's the story?
That was like 1 out of the last 10 feuds that have been what you would want it to be.
I kind of feel like because they're going up against All In and they recognize it's All In, they are mailing this fucking card in.
I mean,
Like, what is this card right now?
I don't.
This is like a regular NXT show,
Yeah, I
like a
agree.
weekly show, and not even a great one.
Like the debut of Mariah Mays, that's a big deal. It's in a tag team match. That's fine. Like that's fine.
It's just
Yeah.
a setup the next day.
Yeah, because it's Jordan versus GCJ.
Yeah, I get it.
Right.
I get it. I
Evolution.
get it.
Like
That
I
I
don't,
don't
like
have any
this.
problem with. I just
I
don't
don't
know,
know. I don't
that
think this is a great
Inamura
way
should
to-
be challenging for the title.
Right. What the fuck?
It is what it is, bud. That's what I'm saying.
I understand you want Obafemi's probably not losing the title anytime soon. You want him to have a dominant reign, but like, give me some more interesting
Well,
matches.
you
than that.
didn't, and this is going to blow. So let's move on to where it's not going to blow. And dude, Saturday Night's main event is also July 12th.
Yeah, no.
Holy shit, dude! That day is going to be the Monday following.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing 1,000.
The
weeks of
Monday
recording in a row.
following is going to be fucking unbelievable. Oh my goodness, dude. We're going to have a lot of previewing to do next week, huh? Oh, good. Again, I'm like everybody at home. Get your D'Lo Brown heads out early and start to loosen them up because we're going to need them. All ends looking like Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné. You still feeling Moné on this one, Mike?
100%. It's not even a question.
Tony Storm promos have been awesome, and I've been fucking like, maybe she is gonna win, and I'm not right.
Nah.
BJ,
I gotta be honest. As great as Tony Storm is, I've always enjoyed Bobby Lashley in TNA when stables have I love when just someone has all the championships. So I
It's
do want to
like
see
an
Mercedes.
easy story to.
and makes
do.
Mercedes a piece
So
of
I
shit
just want her
in
to-
this situation. I like it.
You know what? At this point, it's just one more. Who cares?
Well, as Tony Storm takes it back, that's fine with me. So, yeah,
Sure,
that's why I'm like,
that's why it's like there's only one.
Maybe not.
oh, I
There's
definitely
only
think
time you
so.
could do it really. where it makes
100%.
sense.
I mean, if I was Tony Khan, I would be like, maybe I should build a third women's star, which I've never done in my life before to try to beat Mercedes for the title. That's what I would do.
I'm not your dumb as shit. Reason.
Why?
When you got John Cena, you keep him on top, right?
Because you want more stars? That's just how I. That's
you put
how
the money
I
behind the big money stars, buddy. So yeah, you still think Hangman Page is losing against Mox?
I do. No,
you do
I
think he wins. I think Mox wins here.
You guys pick Mox.
Yeah, I think it's Darby Allin.
I think the whole story is going to be we'll know based on if it main events or not. If Hangman's winning. Or
I don't agree with that. I think the men's main.
Oh well, you're wrong because they're not putting Mox in. Mox winning the main event because people will be pissed.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah, and it was horrible.
No, it was not horrible, but people were pissed because a heel won.
The Young Bucks showing up to help him win, that was horrible.
Fuck you, dude. Yeah. Fuck you. It was legendary.
Everybody's like, this
Okada,
is
Omega.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun, man. I'm excited.
Matchup.
I'm very much excited. And then we have Casino Gauntlets for the boys and the Goyles. I like that.
Usually these are ways to get someone to, like, debut as a big name. Is there anyone even out there?
No, I think now's the time to, instead of hiring new people, why don't we push some current guys who need a new fucking shine?
I mean, they'll probably have some surprises in it, I'm sure, but I feel like it's at a point where, like...
He already did, buddy.
You're not getting, like... You're not getting big stars from outside of WWE and AEW that much anymore. Like, the indies are totally different thing now.
Fucking Bear Monkey, what was his name? Burger Monkey.
Burger Monkey?
Burger Bear. That's
Bear?
it. Burger Bear. You kind of like scoffed at Burger Bear, and did you not hear that Kung Fu Chicken Noodle Soup fucking came out of fucking retirement? I don't know what to tell you, dude. Okay, so that card looks stacked already, a 10 out of 10. And then on the Saturday night's main event, dude, All In's going to be continuing on at the same time. But I'm going to be honest with you. No matter what match is on in All In, if Gunther and Goldberg comes on, I'm watching Goldberg, baby. I got to watch Goldberg, dude. Goldberg's my guy, always has been. Yeah. At one point in time, for a 3-week period, in 1997-ish, 1998, I would say there was a 3-week period where Goldberg was bigger than Stone Cold Steve Austin. Bottom line. It's true. Yeah. It's true, man. It wasn't a long time. It wasn't a long time.
98 it was.
But there was a time where Goldberg was bigger than Stone Cold. That's just true.
Nah.
I would say he was very, very popular.
Bigger.
I don't know if he's bigger than
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Gunther Goldberg. Goldberg wins. Stunning win. Goldberg wins. I'm telling you, dude. I'm saying
why
this.
You keep saying that.
Goldberg has to win this. He's not going out with just like one.
No,
it won't be a one-off match. It's going to be a little.
He quite literally.
He literally has to win this. He does because Mike, it's like a one-off retirement match. That's fine for a normal guy, but this is Goldberg, dude. Like, he's going to have to, like, this is the guy who doesn't put a lot of guys over, right? So for me, I feel like if he's going to put Gunther over, it's only after he wins the championship. Plus, it would be great for Big Gold Belt. You know what I mean? If the Big Gold World Heavyweight Championship belt would look great around his waist, dude.
It would not be great for that. No. We're good.
It's his little, remember the noise he makes? Shit. No.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like here's the thing, right? If he really wanted to win in Atlanta, I don't think they would put him up against Gunther.
Why?
I think they would have put him up
Spear,
against
jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. How many times has Atlanta seen it, Mike?
You know what you could do?
Gunther just won the championship.
Spike him.
Goldberg wins, right?
Spike him on his head.
Seth cashes in.
Oh my God! Triple threat: Gunther, Seth Rollins, Goldberg. Please.
That is the only way I would accept.
I have to tell you something.
And actually, I would kind of.
I want a Goldberg.
That'd be hysterical.
Because I would be pissed, and a lot of people would be really pissed that he won. And then if Seth's music hit, the fucking eruption.
It would be incredible. He would be a face, and since that stable doesn't know if it's heel or face, anyway, they'd be perfect to have positive Seth Rollins reactions.
I convinced myself that it's okay for Goldberg to be champion for 37 seconds.
Listen, dude, I think we need it more than you think we need it. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I don't even need the Seth Rollins cash in. I would be so happy. Happy if it's Spear, Jackhammer, pinfall win, Gunther done in 30 fucking seconds, dude. I would be happy with it.
It really would be great for Seth's character to be like, I retired Goldberg.
Dude.
That would be.
He would know, because then
that actually would be.
And then
really
Goldberg,
because
Goldberg could be a triple threat. It'd be Gunther, Goldberg, and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship.
No.
At SummerSlam.
Yep.
Guess done.
No, he won't. He's for Guess what? I went home, but guess what? They keep asking, who's next? Come on, dude.
Atlanta. They're purposely doing his
Yeah,
retirement
dude,
match
I
in
know.
Atlanta.
Until he wins the championship in front of his kids, dude. He goes off script. Real jackhammer. Gunther out, dude. Bitch tits is done. LA Knight and Seth freaking Rollins. Is this a red herring for Goldberg title run?
Yeah, I think LA Knight wins.
It says here, winner takes Money in the Bank, and
They
looked it up.
updated it.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't say that.
Somebody lied and put the parallel on Wikipedia.
Seriously, PJ, this is what I'm talking about, dude. We're putting out misinformation.
There's another big match that's getting added to this also. I won't say it because.
Go, hold on, everybody, fast forward 15 seconds. If you don't want to hear it, Mike, 15 seconds. Go ahead, say it.
Oh, Drew and Randy, because Drew returns on.
What day is SmackDown? It airs Friday.
Spoilers.
It recorded
shit,
yesterday.
I better change my article.
It airs on July 4th.
All right, guys, back here again. No spoilers here. Let's talk about Evolution. The girls get their own, and that's the 13th. What the fuck, dude? Seriously, what the fuck is going on, dude? This weekend, everybody's gonna be at the shore. Everybody wants to be elsewhere, dude. Why are you making me be home watching shit? Also, this doesn't look good. I saw the Evolution card. When I looked at this, I was like, this isn't impressive. First time we did Evolution, it felt like awesome. And like I looked back at that card and it was like, okay, I see this. I see what we were doing here. I
mean, if you
did.
look back at that card,
I did. It's way better than this shit.
Okay, it's definitely not even like really any better than this card.
Please.
Besides like
Becky Lynch
Charlotte.
versus Bayley versus Lyra.
Man, that match was so awesome.
That was awesome.
Becky, Lyra, and Bayley triple threat.
That should be awesome.
Yeah, there you go. And what's this?
Excited for that.
What does it say? Clash in Paris? What's that?
It's a pay-per-view.
Coming up?
The winner of the Battle Royal gets the title
There's just a
shot there.
pay-per-view in Paris. We've just given all these other countries our pay-per-views.
Yeah, remember you cried about that?
Why can't
just give it out all? Maybe keep our jobs here, motherfucker. Or keep our American
Is there a French
money.
person that could win? Is Maurice going to be in this and win?
Ooh. Yes, please. She needs to ditch that 0 and get with a hero.
Big fan.
So it is fascinating what's developed here because Liv got hurt. Now the Bellas just aren't on the show.
Thank God. Sometimes God works in mysterious ways. That's when I knew God was real. You know something.
But when
here's the thing. They never said Brie was going to be there, so we're still like assuming that. I would guess maybe Nikki's just going to be in the Battle Royal, right?
Oh, I guess so. Because when they announced the Fatal 4-Way Tag match, I was like, oh, that's how they get the Bellas in. And then they were like, oh, in NXT. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I like that better, to be honest with that. With you.
I disagree. I think I need more Bella.
I would like to have some like legends and stuff in the Battle Royal, like Tatanka showing up for no reason. A lady version of Tatanka in the.
That's what you're calling Nikki Bella? Just persistently in Battle Royals all the time?
Somebody that I like.
Io and Rio will be fucking amazing.
That'll be amazing.
You know what Io and
Jordan
Rhea,
Grace hopefully
you know
win
what
the
Io
NXT
and
Women's
Rhea
Championship.
need? Nikki Bella. That's where I wish you put Nikki Bella in that match, right there.
I mean, she did blaze
That's what I'm saying.
trail
Well, guess what? She gets to finally meet her mentor.
A pretty significant match is also going to be added on
and
SmackDown
what is it going to be?
Show.
Oh, maybe
Jade
Bianca
Cargill stinking up against who?
That's not what. It's not Jade match.
She already has a championship match at SummerSlam. Okay.
You gonna say? Did you have the match you wanted to add or something? Do you want to add BJ, Mike?
You want me to say it?
Advance, Jesus Christ! Advance another 15 seconds. We don't hear a spoiler. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus.
Wow, that's big deal, man. That's big deal.
Holy spoilers,
dude. Fucking racist girl against the Canadian.
Tell them not to fucking do a double taping and be nice to their wrestlers and make them work on.
No, I'm all for that. Listen, I never had a problem with tape shows. We watched it all the time as a kid, dude.
Nope.
We didn't care.
Yeah.
Raw was taped every other week
Yeah.
when we were like before it became really huge.
Okay, who cares? And the people who got spoilers were like the most advanced nerds in the world. So they had to like really work for it. They'd wait for newsletters.
Now, see, because of that, which I won't say because it's been 15 seconds, but I'm just gonna say that feels like evolution.
Yeah, that's I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I feel like that gives
There we
this
go.
card a little more zhuzh.
Now the card gets a little
zhuzh.
yeah.
We can only describe things in old Yiddish terms. So, like, if it's a pizzazz, I mean, I got a little Yiddy. All right. Okay, Smark said the darndest things. Night of Champions was a thing. Let's give some shout-outs to some people before we do this. I'm going to go down here to the Smarks comments. And I'm going to shout out Leon CK, Nathan Tomlanovich, Matt Bowers, and Chris Jeter, who helped us make this possible. I found some on a Facebook page as well. So it's, you know what? Can I say something? Facebook is the worst. It's the worst. Twitter is, well, like I'm posting every day the YouTube links, right? So I see what everybody's saying on the page. I try to like everybody's stuff, you know what I mean, show my love. I found Austin Red, fan of the show, Austin Red. He's
Michael Red?
Remember him?
Michael Red
for that awesome, short period of time, he was the 3-point king, man.
Lefty,
yeah.
3-point.
I will say this. Austin Red, he's the one who asked if we were big in the gay community in our Orlando meetup. He makes frisbees. Okay, I just bought one for Donnie. So if you want a frisbee, Austin Red. Look him up. I think it's Austin Red.
Frisbees
yeah,
are
it's Austin
amazing.
Look it up.
Frisbees are fucking amazing.
They're great. Even as adult frisbee golf, these people do that. What's that? BJ or Mike? You probably know. What's the one you throw it in a basket? That's what that's called, right?
Or are you talking about frisbee golf, Rolf?
No, he was talking about Can Jam.
Can Jam was invented in Buffalo, New York.
So you guys are fucking monsters and perverts. All right, let's get into this.
What is that,
Mike? Number one.
Why puke not beat Sina? Thy soups.
There is nothing right about what just happened.
Wow.
There is not. Why puke not beat?
Why
beat is like the fucking veggie.
Vegetable.
Cina, C-I-N-A. This is T-H-Y-N. Dude, this is. Ooh.
Like you
nice soups.
Thank God for autocorrect. You know how hard it is to get these now because you have to have autocorrect? Like, you have to turn that shit off. You opted out of it, dude.
No,
He's like, I'll handle this on my own.
I'm gonna live by the sword.
I'm tired of these idiots autocorrecting every fucking TTYL. Okay, I'm turning it off.
TTYL.
Number two.
God, WWE's so predictable and even boring. Every 3 years they bury Randy Orton just to turn him heel instead of strapping on.
Let's go!
Scraping on.
Let's go! Holy shit, dude.
Evan Boring. That made me think
Me
of Evan
too,
Bourne.
dude. That's my first thought. I was like, he's got a third eye wide open, brother. And I was like, that's a butthole reference, right? I was hoping Cry, Baby John Cena would lose, so it runt the whole thing for me.
Baby John Cena.
They're trying
Little
to say
6 pound, 8 ounce Baby John Cena.
I like how they went Cry, then put a period. So it's, I was hoping Cry. Baby John Cena. Baby John Cena. That is something I've seen AI do, is turn like famous things into babies. Baby John Cena, I 100% believe that'd be a great reference. Let's do Baby John Cena. Number 4.
Yikes. By the way, damn Arabs not letting the girls show they assess. Fucking prudes.
Assess.
They assess.
I would not have read it that way, but you're 100% correct, because that's...
Yeah, it's ass. It's not asses with one S. That's assess, brother. That's assess. That's the word assess.
Show they assess.
That's so funny.
We could have done without the racism at the start of it, but that next line.
I gotta tell you, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Tell Iran they want some more. Pop, we got you. Cut that.
Dude, they got Will Levis.
Cut
throwing
that.
bombs.
Yo, let me tell you
Don't worry about
something, dude. Keep making your nukes, bro. Come get ya.
Nathan Peterman's throwing those bombs.
Let me
We're
tell you
gonna be
something,
fine.
bud.
Yikes.
Our troops are way better. Listen, I will say this. Don't you ever disparage our troops by comparing them to mid-ass quarterbacks ever again. They're good at their jobs. Will Levis sucks.
That's not what
I'm
it is.
talking about Iran, not.
Okay.
the
I thought you were saying
Yeah,
our bombing
know what you
wasn't
mean.
successful. We
No, that's them.
No.
I said,
Go ahead.
Why show tag champions on Night of Champions and they no wrestle?
Why they
Shit
no
booking.
wrestle? What did
what
they
did
do? Shit booking, though. I like how no matter what, no matter the language barrier, we still get shit booking at the end. It's like that. That crosses all barriers, dude. A word about Cross Sammy. This was, to me, truly stupid. Truly stupid. To book Sammy's win. Cross through weeks and weeks was getting inside Sammy's head and finally got what he wanted to lose so easily just because the bald fraud didn't want to risk Sammy loss in front of Saudi's audience? Yeah,
Triple
bald
H, the
fraud.
bald
is
fraud.
outrageous. No.
Did you write this?
No, I respected it. I'll say that. If I don't hit like, I hit respect on tweets and shit.
There needs to be
That's
a
right.
respect
That's
button.
yeah. George would be like, he'd break the
He'd wear it
button.
out.
You know when you see like a pair of shoes that are like worn out in the bottom? You know what I mean? Like fucking like remember BJ's Dead Man jacket? It was like worn out in the elbows because it was worn by fucking 3 generations. It's like that. Go ahead.
I'm not sure about that description. I had to leave for a wedding, so missed this last match. I knew WWE was still going to have Cena win, but still wanted to watch it. So I was going to play a replay and fast forward to this match. But watching all video clips, I no longer want to bother watching this match. Cena should never had attacked that referee. Seth and his bitches need to stay out of the match.
Oh.
Why travel to Saudi Arabia if you didn't even have a scheduled match? Just to be a douche? Shake my head. Stupid. Then I had more goons to solo and have nobody for Jacob. Even with Jimmy, that's only 2. Ridiculous.
This dude was amped up, and he is one thing in his life, and it is serious. Imagine.
Bro was confident as shit talking after he just said Saudi
Well, first
Arabia.
off, he doesn't know any better. He knows about America, dude.
He's from the
Yeah,
wedding.
I can spell America, USA, motherfucker. And also, I love the fact that this dude was like, had to go to a wedding, was just begging for clips the whole time at the wedding. Absolute fucking,
Dude, leave me the fuck alone.
yes, there's absolute pussy demon out here fucking getting goddamn. You got John Cena clipped in the phone. I can't seem to get a connection in the ballroom. Like, get away, dude. Put some deodorant on. Fuck. Saudi Arabia, dude. Can you believe he went there? See a punk shook Muhammad's hair. What a piece of shit.
Now you just sound like you.
Joke. Go ahead, 8. I was at the same wedding.
Why does Charles Robinson always run out to the ring like he is about to get laid for the first time? Someone take that man's virginity.
Someone projecting,
I think so, too. I think there's a lot of sadness in this man's voice. He's like, right? We should take virgins' virginity, right? Right? It's our little grassroots movement. How Solo got so much family? Stop inbreeding the Samoans and Tongans. I like it. How Solo got so much family is a great line. Don't listen. I'll ignore the inbreeding one for a second here because that's a great question. Fucking honestly, can I be honest with you? I think the initiative's over. We have, enough Samoans, but like, let's get some other people in here too. Like, let's get.
No, you need the next generation always.
Dude, it's like there's like 40 of them,
the
man.
bloodline
Like,
going.
Jesus Christ, let's get some fucking. I need some other cultures in here too. I know it.
It's called the Samoan
I can
Dynasty.
tell, man.
I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, for a reason.
Go ahead.
Needs to be taken off the air. It's stupid. It's teaching kids how to lie and steal. Hope it gets canceled.
That's just wrestling and just
Just
What was
about
it
wrestling
about?
in general.
Hell yeah.
Let's do what I hated.
Honestly, he probably would have been on. He'd be like, I like this guy's honesty. He's right. He is lying, but at least he's honest about it. First one I've seen so far, huh? This is a grandmother.
Admission's
This
the
is a
first
little
step.
grandmother who's like, I can't fucking believe this is on television. Baby, get my cigarettes out of the back. Next, please.
Tiffany get up from one big slam from the biggest woman Nia through the table, but Punk laid down for 15 minutes while Cena speak. Yeah, sure. Probably Slim Jim fault. Charles Robinson had a better bump than Punk being powerbombed by Braun and Reed. What another failed attempt. The insanity of botch after botch after botch. Raquel and Rhea had best match for me. Jade. I love her, but man, sloppy blank.
$9 wood, by the way.
This was a lot of my comments. I don't know.
This is where
I don't know where probably Slim Jim fault came in, but
because Slim Jim is on the table.
That's
like
right.
logo.
That's right. That is very funny. Sloppy blank. Jade low-key cheeks, but racist ass crowd don't deserve shit.
You know that's not from you.
13, Mike. There you go.
Dave Mitzler in the diarrhea sheets will probably hate every match.
All good! We got the all good!
Dave Mitzler.
We got the all good, guys. No sweat here. We got the all good. He got me in the door with the Dave Mitzler. It sold me with the all good. He hit me at the end. Hey, all good. All good, man. All good. So you say when you fall off a slide, you're like, you know what I mean? It's not embarrassing. You should be like, oh fuck, you alright? All good, man. All good. Come on, you're all fucking bloody and shit. Hey, you're not all good, are you? Nah, man. I'm just trying to be cool because that hurt real bad. 14, please.
At this point, we need to talk about how many Samoan or too many Samoan. I didn't mean it like that. You know, I don't mean it like that, you know.
That's Donnie right there again.
That's another one.
That's a
Dave
Dave
Mitzler.
Mitzler.
I didn't mean it like that.
That's a direct quote from Dave Mitzler, brother, right there. If I ever fucking read.
When you're writing, you can just not write all those things. You can just not.
No.
write it
It's a stream of consciousness.
Stream of
Yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Just kept
It's like when you're on an
Makes
exercise machine and you're just talking your articles into the speech to text. You know what I mean? What's in there is what's in there.
Absolutely.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's been known to happen.
I want yeet, but no yeet. Geif my the yeet.
Geif
Geif my the yeet. I thought at first it was. It was German at first, right? I was like, oh, okay, German. But it's give me the yeet, but it's Geif my the yeet. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's Geif, buddy. That'd be hard I at the E there. Geif. 16?
I thought Saudi hates Sammy.
Bitches change. Holy shit. I know it's framed as a question there,
Change
but
it
if
with
you
a win.
fucking put that on the back of his shirt, I'll sell you $2 million. Bitches change. This one man at the party always drinking beer on the side of the line, like, bitches change, right? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Jesus Christ. But yeah, you're right. 17?
The beginning I just caught. Seth and Rollins gonna kill each other. They keep fucking each other.
Seth
Yeah,
and Rollins.
Seth and Rollins.
He thinks those are different
No, he
people.
just made a clerical error. That's a clerical error.
But they
But
keep
they keep fucking each other. You gotta yell that part. In what legitimate sport can a player attack an official without being immediately disqualified and ejected? WWE has embarrassed itself. Fake, yes? But at least try to sell yourself as a sport. Laughing faces.
This is the noble sport guy.
Yes,
He's back.
100%. As
Noble
soon as
sport
I
guy
saw
is
this
sure.
right here, this quick burst WWE has embarrassed itself. Fake? Yes. That's it right there. It's right there, buddy. I found the problem. I diagnosed it. It's right here. Come down the basement. It's right here on the air conditioner. The problem right here.
We're over 50 years into this.
Dude, it's way longer than that. Hackenschmidt was definitely fucking winning because they fucking paid people off. I'm not going to say Hackenschmidt is to fucking wrestling what Wilt Chamberlain is to 100-point games. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, they both banged
I'm sure
a lot
they
of women.
did. I'm sure they did.
Hackenschmidt was just
dude,
pulling
he was
them.
fucking throwing him around the ring and shit like that? Throwing him around the bedroom?
Crazy.
That's because it was...
How about Frank Gotch?
Where do you think the pile driver came from, brother?
Simon
What do you think he's reaching around for when he goes back there? He found the other hand. Sometimes. Hell yeah. I lost my thumb somewhere along the road. All right, guy, Mike, what's your favorite?
God, WWE is so predictable and Evan boring. Every 3 years they bury Randy Orton just to turn him heel instead of scraping
on, baby. Woo! Hell yeah, dude. BJ?
Dave Mitzler and the diarrhea sheets will probably hate every match.
All good. All good, dude. All right, I like... At this point, we need to talk about how many Samoan are too many Samoan. I didn't mean it like that. You know I don't mean it like that. And you know it. Which, you know it. I love that. And also, Seth and Rollins gonna kill each other. They keep fucking each other. Incredible, dude. It's like, this is our artwork. You know what I mean? Like, some artists are meant to paint in oils, and some chisel from marble. We work in slurred and jarbled English. Hey, you're welcome. Mwah, chef's kiss. Patreon stuff.
Go to patreon.com/ringrustradio to hear the ad-free version of our podcast. You also got early access to upcoming retros like WWE SummerSlam 1989, our top 10 list for the best SummerSlam performers and pay-per-view matches. Right now, you can hear the current era fantasy draft. You can also sign up for this month's bracket, taking place Tuesday, July 15th at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to determine the best championship design.
And it's already getting heated behind the scenes. These cowards, and I'll say cowards with all my heart right now, hill I'll die on. These pieces of shit have ruined this experience for me, and I will be vengeful as fuck in response. So just come on out for a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you ruin Ring Rust Radio every
well,
week.
Well, good thing I'm
so.
leaving.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Good. Fuck out of here.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Egregious lies anonymously sourced. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, 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 scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know. I dedicate this to the throwbacks. Like seeing a shirt in 06, ECW, one night stand, I won't hold back. Like take the Batista battle in the backlash, 07 to one man stand. We'll bring it back to the days of Lord Alfred Hayes, Hall and Nash and Jade, Hollywood drops the leg. They say the days of old are the best though. That's why we bring to you Ring Rust Retro. Let's go.
Time for another edition of Ring Rust Retro. This time we're going down the MLW path again. Why?
We keep doing this.
What? Here's the thing.
These aren't
George,
retros. This happened like weeks
George
ago.
No. Anything that happened before is retro to us. We didn't watch it live. That's retro to us. I'm fine with that. That's not my problem here.
But like,
it
fucking blows.
Oh no. Here, listen. Stop for a minute. I'm gonna use this time as a platform to plead with George. Right? Probably doesn't even listen to these, if I'm honest. I'm pleading with George. There is so much good stuff. Or really bad stuff that's fun from the history of wrestling. From old WCW, right? There's a lot. Lucha, Wrestling Society X. There's so much we could do. And yet, you're choosing this. It's fine. It's mid as fuck, but it's fine, dude. Sorry, Court Bauer. It's mid.
I don't really know why he pretends to love it. Like, I don't know what it accomplishes.
There's a lady there, I guarantee it.
Like a lady
there's one lady there he respects
Selena De
so
La Renta.
hard that he can't even think straight, so he's just like, I gotta be there for it. He's out here writing 4-page Twitter notes to this woman. Like she's Tay Mello. BJ, how does someone do a retro for us to get exposed for being a monster online?
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Donate to our retro tier. Email us, ringrustradio@gmail.com. With the event you want us to cover, as long as a wrestler is in it. It could be a TV show, a documentary, a pay-per-view. You could also do match commentary. Commentate over your favorite match. We'll do pretty much anything.
I like that. That's funny. Remember we discovered Sting guy during the Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels hour-long Iron Man match.
That was insane.
That was a good time. Real quick, I just like to recite, I actually found it here. Here's the George Tatay Mello quote. Girl, when I saw you, I never thought you'd be as good of a wrestler as you are today. I'm so proud of you. So proud of your accomplishments. I'm not
Wait, is that real?
No,
Is that real?
no, I couldn't find it. That's what I assume it says. Because there was a lot of that, you were stronger than I could have ever believed and shit like that. What are we doing here?
I think I remember she said, got ate out with ice for the first time, and he said, how was the experience? And she was like, amazing, my man could eat. And he said, I know he had you screaming.
He said that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude. He was in the chair in the corner like a cuck. Holy shit. Dude. Also, but if we're honest, why are you gonna say that shit online, dude? You're just begging for attention to say, I got my pussy eat with ice. Yeah, cool.
Because they wanted someone to say, I know he had you screaming.
Yeah, I know. That's she's like,
crazy.
That is wild, dude. George Cruz, thank you for your money.
Thanks.
That is the last we're getting of it right there. That was the moment right there. All right, let's get into this, Mike. You got to handle this because I took some shoddy notes out of anger.
As always. Battle Riot 7. This happened mere weeks ago.
It was so recent.
It's on YouTube if you want to subject yourself. Apparently there have been 7 Battle Riots.
It's not, okay, it's a fun indie show.
It's not really fun though.
I enjoy the lucha.
There was a couple fun moments in the main event, and that's about it.
I like the lucha matches.
Templario
is very good.
We were wasting our time getting there.
Battle Riot, that'd be fine.
First match. It's a trios match. Barbaro Cavernario, Magnus and Ultimo Guerrero versus Star Jr., Atlantis and Atlantis Jr.
I like Barbaro. He's a character.
Austin Aries on commentary. That dude fucking disappeared for a while.
Yeah, because he fucking
I didn't know he was still in wrestling.
He stiffed Jomo.
I think he also had some conspiracy theory shit going on, and he got cast aside, but now he's back.
Well, he's back. He did have one good comment. He says, Star Jr. is so ugly it's hurtful to the other wrestlers.
He also said he was always very good. So
he also said he thought he saw Barbaro in the Flintstones, which was funny because he had that Pebbles bone in his hair.
Yeah, that's what I just said. He's a character. He looks like he'd be on a fucking Looney Tunes. He looked like he'd be on Warner Brothers of some sort.
This ain't the Magnus I know.
No, I was like, wait a second.
Let me tell you something. There's a Magnus pop later in the Battle Royal. I was like, here it is. I was like, oh, I'm dumb.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Atlantis and Ultimo Guerrero gotta have a combined age of about 150.
Ultimo Guerrero was in WCW in 96, and
He's got a fucking luscious mullet still to this day. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he doesn't give it up, and honestly, that body, he's got that barrel body,
that
old man barrel body. I adore that. That's my future, baby. If I'm lucky, that's my future.
Not sure why Ultimo kept taking off Atlantis' mask and putting it back on over and over. I'm not sure.
It's a sign of disrespect in Mexico.
I do enjoy a good old mass rip during a match.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great
the mask play really gets me working.
Gets you what?
Gets me going. That's my kink.
Atlantis can barely move, but Atlantis Jr. was pretty good. He won with the frog splash.
Put over the kid. That's
I thought the ending was fun with the flip over the turnbuckle to the outside, and you get the frog splash side.
I'll use my platform now to say this. I am very excited to see Dr. Wagner Jr. get a little chance in WWE, especially if it means
Dr. Wagner?
If I get Dr. Wagner Jr. himself in WWE in some form or fashion, that would be incredible for me. In my office, still to this day, is my Dr. fucking Wagner mask. I adore him so much.
You said I adore the mask.
I did.
The mask.
Putting it on.
I did adorn him as I was El Blanco Asesino.
No, that wasn't you. That was
the White Assassin. That was a wild man. Like
a fan of the
White
show.
Assassin. Yeah.
We get a flashback to the time they pretended that Eric Bischoff booked the show.
I really think he did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go on record and say I really think he did. He had nothing better to do.
We got a women's division match: Himawari versus Janai Kai.
We're watching so much MLW that I've become a Janai Kai fan.
I know. Well, I'm not a fan, but I know who she is, and I didn't before. But I've seen her wrestle every fucking show we've done.
You don't like her for real? I thought she's pretty good.
Boring matches.
Cool look, unique style to it.
She's also in Contra Unit, which is ass. It's probably my most hated stable in the world right now, besides whatever the one the Young Bucks are in. Himawari does the poor woman's Bianca Belair hair whip. That was alright.
Yeah, the match is pretty fun.
Janai Kai wins. This was not great. MLW got to beef up that women's division.
How can they ever?
Mike is play Contra on NES.
Dude.
Watching Contra.
On the Retroid, baby.
On the Genesis.
Dude.
I got Retroid. I got them both on there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a PlayStation 2 patch as well.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Dude.
Emulator, PlayStation 2 emulator. It's going to give you a bunch of PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 games.
I had my PS2 just hooked up.
I have mine hooked up too. The problem is I only have one of the controllers, and you have to hit X so hard that your thumb hurts so bad. Because it was that sensitive one, and mine's like just so beat to shit.
Yeah.
I used to keep it in my truck just in case party sucked, so I could be like, here, I got an Xbox, I got a PlayStation. Like this. I did. I'd be like, this party sucks. We're doing something better.
That's cute. You thought you were invited to the parties.
While he was driving down the street looking for a party that would take
I also had a TV and an inverter. I'm like, this party sucks. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
He's like in Superbad, that much older guy that's going to the party.
Actually, everybody who used to party in the woods does know that guy. The one guy is like, are you talking to a 16-year-old girl? I just
there
watched
was a guy
you
that would come around every now and then.
Yeah. Everybody had the guy.
There was always somebody that was still thought they were in high school.
Well, no. They were there for nefarious reasons, always. They were either there because we had drugs, they would get us the beer, and then they would try to leave with the chicks. All the time. Okay, so that was the problem. Like, those were 16-year-old girls. You are 25. I'm pretty sure I just saw you leave your job at the fucking post office, guy. Like, don't tell me you're not old.
Bunch of Duke the Dumpster Drosies over here.
Hey, listen, dude, it is what it is, you know what I mean?
After this match, we get a fucking shit promo from Fake Bane again. I hate that guy. He sucks.
I kind of like it now.
No.
I've watched it so much that I'm now Stockholm Syndrome.
Whatever.
No, see, this is how George is trying to get you.
As if things could not get worse here, we get a whole Saint Laurent segment, my most hated person in wrestling right now.
Hold on a minute. I need Mad Miles Kruger against Braun Strowman. Book it, Court.
Yikes. I mean, maybe Braun will go to MLW. We follow up Contra Unit with Saint Laurent. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Mike, tell everybody what I said. I think what happens with him.
You think he's a proprietor or an investor in MLW?
I think he either owns it, is a part owner, or finances it.
Riddle and Tom Lawler are the guests. That MLW belt looks absolutely awful. What a monstrosity that is.
It is so big.
Yeah, it really is.
Riddle said Chuck Norris, Liam Neeson, and Dr. Dre could be in Battle Riot. If only. That'd be great.
I will say this. I love Tom Lawler. I really do think he's very good.
Yeah, it doesn't really do it for me.
I agree with Mike.
I think MLW believes Saint Laurent is like Joel Gertner or something.
No, I think Saint Laurent thinks he's Joel Gertner.
Yeah, maybe Saint Laurent thinks he's a poor man's Joel Gertner.
No. Here, Court. You want that check to clear? You let me go out there. Okay? Thanks so much, Court. Hey, have a great time. Contra's doing good, huh, Wink? Fuck you.
He attacks Tom Lawler from behind, and then Dijak and Baron Corbin jump Matt Riddle and fuck him up.
Unbelievable.
And Riddle has to defend his title in Battle Riot later in the night.
Yeah.
I
like this part.
we get a backstage confrontation between that fucking Paul Walter Hauser guy and the fake Four Horsemen. There's no way George or anyone else thinks this stuff is good.
Well, here's the thing. I like Paul. I've come to actually like that dude. I've seen interviews with him.
No, you don't.
I don't. Listen. Here's the thing. I don't know him from anything. I genuinely don't. I know that he's like famous for being on TV or in movies or something. I know that, but I don't watch TV or movies, so I don't know what he's done. But I watched him in an interview, right? And he spoke exactly how you'd want someone breaking into business like this to talk about the business. He's got a respect for the business. I watched a very similar interview with Pat McAfee and Steph McMahon. That's what you want to hear from somebody. Like, I respect the Pat McAfee more because of that interview. I respect this dude now more because of that interview.
Do we think he also is an investor? Maybe that's why he's getting all this time?
No, I think that he just rides his name in there. He might be doing his shit for free.
The love of the game, Mike.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, just getting because he wants to. Well, number one, he's probably got great money, so he just probably wants to get the experience. Like it's what happens when you're rich. Oh,
I don't like seeing it.
Windows down.
What?
Mike's windows down. Go, keep going. Hey, the window's down if you don't want rain in the car.
Oh my god.
This is awesome radio.
I would imagine having to live with that every fucking day.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just saved the car from being all rained on. And
being all rained on.
This woman just brought fucking pizza home when she knows I was fasting. I'm on a diet. God damn it.
But you broke the fast.
Yeah, with an egg.
You had your egg.
I had one egg, and now you're good. I'm sorry.
Triple threat match. Esfinge versus Hechicero versus Templario.
I like Templario. I've seen him before, and every time I see him, I like him.
He has a Drew McIntyre sword. He should have used it in the match.
You're right.
Mystico is in the front row with Dario Cueto and Selena De La Renta.
Ooh,
it is insane
respect.
to have Dario on your fucking payroll and do nothing of substance with the man.
I'll tell you this from the bottom of my heart. RESPECT.
Selena De La Renta or Dario Cueto?
Selena. Something about the Latin ladies. It's 10 out of 10. Best lovers on the planet.
Hechicero worked in AEW before, so it's nice to see him moving up a little bit. Hechicero gives up quicker than Gunther, and Templario wins by submission.
He wasn't being paid by the fucking hour.
No, he was really preserving himself for Battle Riot here.
Yeah, that is true. He knew. He's like, I'm here for bigger things.
Match was fine, and I get what MLW is doing, trying to be like the Lucha Libre promotion of the U.S., but watching the multiples of these shows for no reason, I feel like they just randomly do these Lucha matches with no real purpose behind them.
Yes, that is. Listen, the Cruiserweight division had a championship, and even when the matches were random on WCW, the spectacle was like they were moving up the rankings. They're going for that title. So I don't know enough about MLW to know if there's like a Lucha division championship.
Well, Mystico has some title.
Oh, okay. Well, then listen, like this is the most storyline progression I got in the whole thing, and there wasn't really any even.
A guy from Stupid Contra Unit shows up, mists Dario in the eyes, and steals Mystico's title.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, no, listen, dude, it was better than fucking Jeff Cobb's debut.
No, it was not.
No one avenges Dario. It really pissed me off.
What's that?
He's made a lot of enemies, pal.
MLW Women's Featherweight Championship. Delmi Exo against Shoko Nakajima.
Before we get into this, Mike, they ran an ad for MLW shirts, and now is when I understood why George loves this company.
Because they print things on shirts.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, about this other upcoming match, best match of the show so far, but the entrance reminded me of the Street Fighter movie.
Shoko is the real deal. That's a TJPW wrestler right there. And Exo was formerly in a tag team with Dakota Kai on the independent scene. That's how I know her. And she was very good. And she is very good. This was a really good match. Honestly, this was far superior than the other women's match.
I'll say this about Delmi Exo. When she comes out, I've never heard a silence so deafening in my life.
Well, it was also in a gym.
What about when Lyra came out?
No, this is similar.
No, they at least do that woo thing when Lyra comes out. they didn't do anything when Del Mierda.
No, I'm saying in NXT.
Oh,
Remember
like when we went?
Yeah.
It was mostly people chanting for Roxanne when she came out. Nakajima won. She actually got kind of a pop, so probably the right call there. This match felt quicker than Himawari versus Naikai, and that match was meaningless, so I'm not sure what MLW's doing here. Why was this not very long at all compared to the other useless women's match?
Because this match is the time constraint match.
Oh.
They know how long the main events go, and they know how long
this match
it
was
is
longer
from the
than
end.
the other one.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
But honestly,
the other one
good.
felt like it fucking dragged.
I agree.
This was really good. I enjoyed
this one was good.
Yeah, solid. Now we're into Battle Riot 7.
All right, we finally got there.
So it's a 40-person battle royal.
Yes, this is MLW's much worse version of the Royal Rumble. 40 entrants.
You got pinfalls.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was a very interesting concept, having never seen Battle Royale. I was like, okay, you know what? Better than AEW's spin on the Royal Rumble.
That's true. I don't know what the intervals were, but they were much faster than a Royal Rumble. It felt like they were like 30 seconds, maybe.
Like, get in, get the fuck out. Let's do it.
They did, too.
And this was still an hour match, so I appreciate this.
Riddle's world title's on the line. The first time that ever happened in Battle Riot. They just watched the Royal Rumble where Roman Reigns had to enter and put his title on the line. That's how they got the idea.
Smart.
Hammerstone.
Excellent way to get one-off appearances. Very smart. I don't understand how this company makes any money, though.
Nope.
This one singular match is definitely the best thing I've seen.
You want to know how to make money? Saint Laurent and a couple shitty TV deals.
Yeah.
And George Cruz buying T-shirts.
I was saying this one singular match is the best thing I've ever seen from MLW.
Oh,
just
absolutely.
Just because I like a fucking Royal Rumble, that's why.
Yeah.
I like the Royal Rumble concept.
Surprises.
I like the surprises, the chaos of it, the camera shots missing what happened.
Dude, there was so much of that.
Yeah.
Dude,
there was a lot of people that
commentators couldn't handle it. They could not handle this.
They couldn't keep up with it. But there was a lot of people where I'm like, that person is still in wrestling?
Actually, I would say, hold on real quick, for like the first couple I knew, then there was like 5 to 15. It was like the Who's of the fucking, like the beginning guy, opening match guys, and you're like, what the fuck is this part?
Hammerstone and Raj Desi, the first two entrants. Raj Desi is Jinder Mahal. Donnie is creaming.
Don't hinder Jinder.
I like Hammerstone too, so.
Can I have a talk with you, Donnie, about Jinder?
He gave up.
Well, you always accuse John Cena of having been on the gas because of how small he is now.
Yeah. Yep.
Jinder, dude?
Well, he had those hanging nipples that we always talked about were side effects of steroids. So
he is so just small now compared. He used to be fucking juiced to the gills. Insane.
Well, I mean that's what WWE makes you do.
Oh, okay. Ricardo Rodriguez is in this. You're just putting some of the worst shit from WWE over the last 10 to 15 years in this thing.
Bro, I could not believe when he came out. My literally note here is Ricardo Rodriguez wrestles? Question mark.
Oh, dude, you know what it felt like to me? It felt like the end of a Comic-Con when all the stars have left and you're just left with like fucking Tito Santana and fucking just the Cuban assassin.
Is a star.
Listen, I said it for a reason. Good.
Blue Panther enters. He doesn't have a mask anymore. He looks like a fucking 70-year-old Gerald Briscoe.
He does.
Look at his face. He looks so much like Gerald Briscoe.
He does.
I love the Briscoe brothers. They're the Body Shop.
Yep. Juicy Finau. He's bloodline adjacent, I would say.
I was going to say
another Fatu.
Yep.
He's gonna be in WWE soon.
Well, no, this is Juicy Finau. There is another Fatu though.
There is another Fatu, yeah. Junior Fatu or something, right?
I can't believe we got Atlantis and Ultimo Guerrero pulling double duty. These men are so old.
They didn't hang out for long, don't worry.
This guy, Mr. Thomas, fucking massive.
Yeah, he cleaned house like he was fucking Kane or something.
Like when is WWE gonna poach him?
Yeah. I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like he might be kind of old. So.
Doesn't matter.
They let Blue Panther get so much offense and eliminate so many people.
He's a legend, dude. He's a legend.
It gets down to just Hammerstone and Mr. Thomas at around the halfway point, and then Jacob Fatu's brother, Journey Fatu, comes in.
There it is.
There
It's like a fucking factory. Oh,
Yeah.
Honestly, seriously, there must be. Well, they have the Samoan school, the school, right, where they teach everybody. So they're probably all just growing up in the gym. It's like the Gracies of jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? They got the tattoos.
I just can't believe how many there are.
Yeah, well, the Samoans fucking breed for wrestling. I don't know what to tell you.
Chris Masters shows up and he's looking even smaller than Jinder.
Yeah, it's
he used to be
wild,
all
dude.
jacked up too.
Oh, you forgot. Bobby Fish comes out, and I was like, Undisputed. I remember how good they were.
They're better now.
I did not
also-
forget that because I do remember how good Undisputed Era was.
And also, C.W. Anderson, Extreme Reunion MVP. I'm glad he got noticed.
Not
in
Extreme
that
Reunion.
show.
Was it Extreme Reunion? Was that what it was called?
Dude, that's what it was called.
That was fucking. That show ended up being. I was so excited in
enjoyed
theoy,
that
and it blew
You're
all
the
the.
only
Yeah,
one that hated
I
that show.
enjoyed it because
Who
of all
did
the
a
extra.
fake retirement? It was great.
That shit was
Hold on a
fun.
minute. Hold on a minute. That show was the best for all the wrong reasons. I would
It
love
was-
to cover
I
it
think it was
again.
called
Please
Tribute
open.
to the Extreme, right?
Whatever it was, man.
Honestly, I'm gonna find it and we're gonna retro that.
You're gonna pay.
Well, I'm gonna see, cause we were hard side camera, so I think we're on camera the whole time, so we can laugh at ourselves. But also in theory, that should mean that we should watch that lady who was doped up getting hit in the face by the bottle.
That was crazy.
And her
We
crazy
watched
looking
it happen.
fucking pedophile husband who was
And
just
then
fucking
Donnie was trying to
bopping
bang her. Do
around.
you remember that, BG?
I do remember that.
No, I said I felt bad you got hit in the face. I was like,
Yeah,
sorry.
that was your in.
Paul Walter, I'm sorry you got hit in the face. Want it to happen again?
Oh!
It'll be much
Paul
smaller
Walter
this time,
Hauser
rest
brings a
assured.
Paul Walter Hauser brings a bunch of weapons like it's the 2001 Royal Rumble, but he still sucks.
He's like New Jack. He comes in like New Jack here, which is I like him. I'm really like, and you know who else I like that I know you don't.
Don't
Brett
say that
Ryan
Ryan Gosling guy.
Brett Ryan Gosling. I like him, dude. I really do.
Dude, he's such ass.
Brock Anderson rolls through here. Did you get to Paul London yet? I was marking out for some of these people.
Paul London looking this old.
It's hard.
Kushida. No wonder George is
Kushida.
creaming for this show.
Yeah, Kushida was there.
Paul Walter
Shane
Hauser's
Haste.
bleeding buckets to no pop.
Yeah.
Listen, dude's hard way, and I'm loving it.
The guy from Contra brings in a chainsaw, and nothing happens. It was
listen.
I
It's,
think Brock
it was
said
it
no.
Chitkov? What's it? Chitkov's gun? Chekhov's gun? Whatever that old like trope is in storytelling. But it's a Chekhov's chainsaw, and we saw it with Dean. We saw it with Dean. You can't use it, and we saw it here again. It's just you cannot use it in wrestling. I can't suspend disbelief enough to assume that you will not be cut by a chainsaw.
Riddle comes in at 25, so he's in there. He's got to defend his title. Kevin Dunn, was he doing the camera work for this match? Missed so many pins, near falls, eliminations.
Real quick, Kevin Dunn, do not miss him. WWE video work has been incredible over the last couple of years since he's been gone. Wonderful, great move.
He was horrible.
Baron Corbin comes in.
Dude.
Yes.
His name is Bishop Dyer. That is such a bad name.
Let me tell you something.
Listen, Baron
What's
Corbin
his
was a
actual
great
name?
either.
What's his
It's
name?
better than Bishop Dyer.
What's his real name? Is it his
Tom
real name?
Pestock.
Oh.
It's crazy that you know his name.
Yeah, I know.
He's
He's
a football
fucking really
player.
pathetic. Yeah, cool.
Holy shit, it's Slapjack from Retribution. Shane Thorne.
I fucking called him Shane Haste about a minute and a half ago. You ignored it then to get this
I didn't
in.
hear you.
When you said Slapjack, I was like, I don't know who that is.
Slapjack, brother.
I was waiting for you to continue on. But yeah, Shane Haste is doing great things in the Mighty Don't Kneel, but it's fine.
Paul Walter Hauser's out there for like 10 minutes after he got eliminated.
Yep.
Jumping through a table.
He's a glory hog, dude.
Please stop this.
I love it. I love it, dude. I honestly he just seems like he's out there having fun, dude. I love it.
Dijak comes in, so we got a T-Bar and Slapjack reunion, which we all wanted. But, as this happens, St. Laurent is on commentary now.
Yep.
Why?
Hey, Court, you know what I think this needs? More me. Oh, you don't want that check to not bounce? Then I would let me go on commentary.
Okay, so 2.5 hours in, finally something great happens. We're down to Dijak, Bishop Dyer, Fake Bane, and Riddle. And just when they're about to kill Riddle, Number 40 hits.
Hold on. No,
You
don't
did
do
forget
this.
something.
You missed a bunch of shit.
What did I do?
Anthony Green came in. I fucking
that's
love
not
Anthony Green.
You did forget
Absolute.
something.
And Tom Lawler.
My main note about this fucking thing at this point is that's how they eliminated Hammerstone after building him up
they
all
just
match.
tossed him like nothing.
Yeah.
They tossed him like Daniel Bryan and it was Shattered Dreams.
Exactly.
Coming
I was
out.
like, what the fuck? That's how you got rid of the Hammerstone?
That was pretty bad.
I
feel bad for him because I thought he was going to sign somewhere else.
I don't. Yeah, why did he just go back to MLW?
I don't know if anybody was really hunting for him. To be honest with you.
I guess not.
He
but
was
Mike
like
is correct.
he was hot like a couple of years ago. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he just fucking
George would
cooled
text
off.
us every fucking day.
I mean, I like him. Don't get me wrong. He's
But
just
anyways.
shit. Fucking guy.
Okay.
But Mike is correct. The best thing that happened this entire show happens at number 40. Go ahead, Mike.
Dijak, Baron Corbin, Fake Bane, about to kill Riddle. Number 40 hits. And if it was in WWE, you'd hear, one of a kind! It's RVD coming out, baby. Finally,
yeah.
a good moment.
Bro, thank God.
Yep. RVD comes in. He saves Riddle. They take out the rest of the guys. We're down to Riddle and RVD as the final two.
Bro,
And I'm like, go ahead.
54 years old and still crushing it. I wish he was in WWE.
Still doing Rolling Thunder, looking good. I'm like, okay, we're down to this. There's no way this could end poorly. We're going to end on a real high note here, right? Riddle pushes RVD off the top rope and out to win. Everyone boos Riddle, who's like their top babyface, because they wanted RVD to win. So genius booking right there. You know how they did the thing in the Royal Rumble the one year, and it was Big Show and Corporate Kane just picking up all your favorite wrestlers and tossing them out.
Yep.
And then it comes down to Roman against them.
Yep.
And Roman takes them out, but the fans still boo because they didn't want Roman.
Yep.
Well, Riddle, I think they were fine enough with where it should not have come down to Riddle versus RVD because everybody wanted RVD.
Yeah, exactly.
It should have come down to Riddle against
Baron
Dijak
Corbin
and
takes out
Bishop
RVD.
Dyer.
Right.
Baron Corbin takes out RVD. Riddle takes out Baron Corbin. Boom, everybody's happy.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the
And
way you
then,
look at.
because of this, we end on a sour note, and we go off the air more abruptly than you could ever imagine. I can't even explain.
I wrote that. LOL just ends immediately.
Yo, I actually hurt my neck from the fucking whiplash of the ending of this fucking
Like,
event.
what?
It was wild, dude.
You know,
They're like, everyone, Barry has won it. See ya. Like, what the
I
fuck?
really wrote
That's
it.
legit what happened. Riddle won Battle Royale. We'll see you next time.
Yep. They were up
You're on
against
YouTube.
it.
You don't have a hard out.
They do. They have a hard out for sure.
My main takeaway is that MLW shows shouldn't be more than 2 hours.
Definitely agree with that.
4 out of 10.
It is let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It's a shit show, and it's one of the reasons why I love independent wrestling so much. First 2 matches are 35 minutes long, the next 3 are 4 minutes long, and the last one is an hour and 10 minutes long. It is the most indie-rific fucking I love that kind of shit, though. It makes for, listen, sometimes wrestling being bad is good. This was one of those shows where wrestling was boring at times, and I don't love it.
Almost the whole thing.
That's the
Okay?
thing, man.
No. It wasn't
Yeah,
boring the whole
it's
time.
an
It was
event.
Templario was good. I like Ultimo Guerrero a lot, so that was fine with me. Like it just
It had
got
moments, but,
boring.
like, it's a 4 out of 10.
Yep. I gave it a 5.5 out of 10. Whatever you say.
Great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Grade score?
3 out of 10.
Oof.
George Cruz, thank you so much for making us watch this. BJ, how does someone make us watch a retro for them?
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Donate to the retro tier. Email us, ringrustradio@gmail.com. And we'll cover anything with a wrestler involved. You know what? Anything, we'll just cover it. How about
We'll
that?
just cover. We'll just do whatever you want for money.
Yeah,
Please
it
pay
doesn't
us.
matter.
Please support us.
Yeah, we need it.
We need
seriously.
it. We need it so badly.
Let's move on.